I can say good morning now, right? Still morning? All right, good. Good morning. It's here. It's here. It's my guys had a really good week of practice. We want to finish up today by going to the red zone, doing some situational stuff, backed up short yardage goal line, and man, we just start tightening the bolts up, which is good. The players feel good. I feel good. The coaching staff feel good. There's a lot of belief in what we're doing when it comes to the game plan and things like that. So now we're just focusing on the execution part of it, which our guys will show up on Sunday, and they'll do a good job. So I'm looking forward to seeing them go out there and play. So any questions?
Do you expect to have everyone available Sunday other than AVT, obviously?
We do, for the most part. Right now, I can't say as far as injuries if we have anybody that's on the mend or anything like that. So there's a good chance we'll have everybody there.
Sauce, the fibula was listed.
Yeah.
Was that from that weird collision kind of in the end zone 2 weeks ago?
It was, and that's why I wasn't really worried about it. I knew he'll be ready for week 1, and he's done everything he needs to do to make sure that he's fully healthy. So look forward to him to go out there and battling.
It wasn't AVT, but when John missed some time on the other side, you guys had the opportunity to mix and match and people on the offensive line.
Yep.
Is that a benefit and a minor silver lining in this for you guys? I know, again, it's the other side. But
Yeah. Anytime when it comes to offensive linemen, the one thing that you look for is versatility, at that spot. Center that can play guard, tackle that can play guard. Like you hate the fact when it's just a one, position guy. Because then it takes away from some of the things you could do as far as moving and matching guys around. That's the one thing that we have here with a number of guys that we have, especially our interior guys. So, listen, it was bad that ABT went down. It was. But the thing is we have guys that's on our roster that's able to fill in those spots. So, again, it's a terrible injury. Hate that it happens, but, man, we're moving forward.
Will you give any thought, I don't know, you talk about flexibility.
Yep.
Is John just a left guard, or does he have the ability to kick over? Because I don't know if you'll think at all about Memu's a rookie, John's a veteran, pair those two guys together on the right side, and then kind of have Olu and something.
Again, like I said before, the one thing that we have with our interior guys is they can move around. So we'll make sure we get the right matchup out there.
By any chance you want to tell us when start? Just a try. So no.
Have I ever done that?
No.
Nothing's changed. Why would I tell you that? Why would I give another team a competitive advantage on knowing what we're doing? Think about that.
You really like us? I don't know.
I love you. I love you. I love each and every one of you guys.
What do you think these next 50 hours are going to be like for you? Your guys, you going to sleep? What's this going to be like?
Yeah, I'm asleep. I'm going to sleep. I have to sleep. There's going to be a ton of just like the little detail things that I feel like I have to make sure I get myself ready for. And I was always told that the last 4 minutes of the half, the last 4 minutes of the game belongs to the head coach. So what I've been doing a lot of is really looking at that part of the game and start putting myself in the game and what decisions I will make in that aspect. And I thought it was outstanding. I had a chance to really go through like those 2-minute situations and in the preseason and being able to understand, how I want to utilize my timeouts and things like that. And I thought the communication that we've had on offense and the way that the offense actually orchestrated was outstanding because I put those guys, through those situations in practice, and I put myself through those situations in practice. And, man, I thought we worked really well together as a staff and for the players to understand exactly what I was trying to get. So, for the most part, man, that's what I'm doing, from now on until game time.
Jumping off of that, now that you're 2 days before your first regular season game.
Yep.
I mean, you've been a player,
Yep.
scout, coach, head coach now. Is there anything in the time since you've been hired to now that kind of jumps out at you, even through all the prep that you've had over the years, that you were like, man, I didn't anticipate that?
Well, that's a number of things. And as a head coach, I was always told this too, there's going to be some things that my mentors can't prep me for. Things are just going to happen, and I'm going to have to be able to just make the best decision. I think that's a plus for the organization and for this team. And again, there's a number of things that has happened. And listen, I've been like very happy that I've been hit with those things. So, for example, like the AVT injury, like you just can never prepare for those type of things. But man, you have to quickly get the guys on board of understanding. Listen, injuries are a big part of this game. And I've said this to you guys all through OTAs until now. I mean, I've experienced that all last year. And it got me to a point where my mindset is you have to move on. You hate saying that you're going to move on, but you have to. This league is not going to stop for anybody. And, again, it's all about the play style instead of the playbook. And our guys understand our play styles. So it makes it easier for us.
Have you let yourself imagine what it's going to be like when you run out of the tunnel and you're standing there at the tunnel?
I haven't, to be honest with you. I haven't, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm just looking forward to getting a chance to go and play. It's regular season now, and I'm looking forward to coaching my ass off on the sideline. I'm looking forward to our players playing their ass off, play in and play out, and understand it's a one-play game, every time they go out. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's going to feel good. I know that.
I don't think we've asked you about this, but defensive coaches in general.
There you go. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Usually when they receive head coaching opportunities, there's that stereotype that on fourth downs you're a little more defensive and reserved.
Yeah.
Less aggressive.
Yeah.
You came from a place in Detroit that was not the case.
Yeah, true.
How did that experience in Detroit change you at all? I mean, you were Sean too. Also
Yeah, that's a really, really good question. And I'll be honest with you. Early in my thought process, I was to a point to where, man, I'm going to be concerned, let's punt, let's go play defense. But now when you just look at it, and you look at the analytics behind it, it tells you that there's a really good chance that you can make that. So mentally, I am, somewhat aggressive, but I'm also calculated. So it depends on who we're going against. It depends on the situation in the game. But I know this. I'm going to be ready to make a decision. I'm going to make it fast, and whatever that decision is going to be, it's going to be best for our team.
You take a couple more? Adversity and the AVT injury was kind of the first time you guys have really faced that since you started. How do you think,
well, that type of adversity,
How do you think, your staff and the players handle that?
Very well, because I've talked to the staff about what happened last year with Detroit. And I think those guys really understand my mindset as far as, listen, don't tell me who we don't got. Don't tell me that. Tell me how we're going to get this next player ready to play, and tell me what's the mindset of that player. Have we been prepping him on this is how we operate? That, listen, it's our play style. And if we get a group of guys that understand that, we'll be just fine.
Last one? The NFL is made.
He keeps saying last one, but you guys keep asking questions.
The NFL made sportsmanship point of emphasis this year, and I'm not sure if you saw the game last night, but it came up a couple times last night. Has that been something you've had to discuss with your team?
That's something that's been an emphasis just across this league, and you saw it for the most part yesterday. I didn't see the whole game, but you hear about it quite a bit. And to me, that's more or less on, guys, let's just play smart. And let's not give a team those opportunities to gain extra yards, what we call hidden yards, and things like that. Man, it was tough to see one of the players get kicked out of the game on that incident. But then there was a number of incidents that happened within that game that were more just discipline issues. And usually on the first game, you get a lot of that, So I talked to our guys about that this morning, for the most part, and said, listen, we have to understand how to control our emotions. I don't want our guys to be emotionless, all right, because it is an emotional game. But, man, let's be smart about how we go about our business. And that's really the difference, in a number of teams, is just understanding exactly, how far to take that.
Thanks, everybody.
So that was the last one?
You want more?